Hold on, don't do that just yet. I'm having trouble trying to get my let me see in my top here. I can't hear you guys that well because you're on my phone. Hold on one second. I think I know where I can go. I'm gonna put you down 1 second. How is that?
We can hear you.
There we go. And I can hear you perfectly fine now. All right. So let me go back to see what you're seeing here. You're being recorded. Got it. All right. You want to start outside?
Anywhere is fine. Just give us the top to bottom.
You're walking out our office and this is the parking lot. This is a kind of a start of a view of downtown. This building right there was just built last year. They are in the middle of constructing 97 unit apartment building, high end, next door to us. And this is sort of our parking lot, what's going to be redone. And on the other side, we are on the west side of downtown, right downtown. And those units right there are high end condos. The last one just sold for $1.1 million. So we are pinched in here with some good real estate. Like the building I'm showing you right now, that's 2 units. So they're very large. They go all the way up to the top, 3 stories each. We have our property line on this side is bound by their property. They built to 1 foot off the property. And this is our little park area. There's the river right down there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but we'll see it in other different places. This is sort of back. I came out of the office over there, and that's the resident entrance. And this is our main turnaround. A little bit more. We have a city park on the other side of the river. So this is Riverview Terrace, built 1974 and 1975, opened early 76. We have a lower area. So I am actually standing on street level. It is second floor in the building, and then we have 8 units on this first floor, kind of half the building, a little crawl space underneath over there. Little smoker's hut in the back that's being rebuilt as well. All right, let's go in through the front doors.
The condition of the brick.
It just sealed last year. Just spent about $150,000 to do that. I used my capital fund money to do that because we had to cut some things out of the overall budget, but we were able to do that one. And it did, so we sealed it. I should point out that it passed all the sealant tests, but it had been 20 years. So we sealed it again anyway, did some brickwork, and it's in great shape, actually. So
but did you have to point and patch the mortar, or was that all in good shape?
I would say if you saw the size of this building, I think we had 200 bricks we had to replace.
Okay.
And they were corners and kind of high weather areas and stuff like that. So
do you have a documentation of that work?
I've got a whole, yeah, of course, the architect, it was a capital fund project, so there's a binder, so I can demonstrate all that for you.
That'd be great.
Okay.
To see the kind of, maybe if there was a report from the consultant on what needed to be done, or et cetera, and then. Yeah,
I've got, everything's done. The architect that's on the project here was the lead on that as well. So
great.
So this is our main mail area. This is on the first floor, which is the below unit. Below grade is 8 units. This is second floor. It has 8 units. Third floor has 8 units because above me is a community room, which we'll see in a moment. And there's another hallway.
Can you show me the mail area again?
Yep.
So is there any plan to redo the mail area at all, or are we leaving it?
No,
kind of as is?
There is no plan, but that doesn't mean we can't address it. So
I'm just wondering, just because of the reach heights,
Yep.
Is there anything that any accommodations you guys do for ADA slash, requests for?
Right. We often, we move units down below for people who kind of are wheelchair bound, so they don't have to do the top ones, but we've done that in the past.
Okay.
But we can, certainly renumber everything, and if that's what we have to do. But for the physical aspect of it, we're not planning a huge change.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's all right. Fire suppression is here. Part of the fire system is here, I should say. And this has been modernized partially, but it's going to be completely modernized in the project. Mostly all of this is kind of older. This is more modern, is going to stay, but we're going to upgrade the rest of the facility there. We have a hallway here. I'll come back to the office at the end, but there's a door we just put in 2 years ago, and a kind of an emergency exit door, and that's an exit as well. This is a bathroom for the office workers.
Can I ask, what's the box that's hanging on the side of the hallway there?
This is for the washers and dryers. They get cards distributed, and they can load the card with money. So you can see, you can buy a card and then you put it in and you can put your cash in. So it's for the laundry facility. It's on this floor because I have cameras on this floor. We'll probably move it up to the laundry facility when we put cameras. We're upgrading all the cameras, obviously. This is the only area that has a number of cameras on it. So I put it over here.
Okay.
How wide is that hallway?
How long?
Wide.
Oh, I don't know, probably 3-4 feet, 5 feet, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. That
Something
will
like
that does need to be relocated. That's an ADA violation. To have
It
that
isn't,
sticking out.
only when that's a fire exit for them. There are 2 other exits for the people who live on this floor, so it's not blocking anything at this moment.
No, but it is an ADA violation. You can't have anything over 4 inches wide inside the walkway pathway without having like a guardrail around it, or whatever. Just a blind person wouldn't run into it. So that if you're going to move it, that's great. It'll get moved. That solves the problem. But
yeah, but we did check with the fire department, everything. They did not have a problem with that being here. And when I don't know, our architect looked at it too. It didn't seem to catch that, but
yeah, no, it is a problem from an ADA and accessibility requirements. But anyway, move on. We're good.
Little area here where we kind of catch some extra paper recycling, but those bins are back here. This is our trash compactor that's going to be upgraded. And we have a room here. I don't know if I can get in with the lights. This is an extra storage room with an exit that's actually behind the elevator. Those back doors of the elevator don't work anymore, so we turned them off because our elevators are pretty old. That's one of the major reasons we wanted to do this RAD conversion, was the elevators were so poorly operated. This back facility doesn't work anymore, so we just took it apart and it doesn't work. So we were able to use this for a little bit of storage.
What is going to happen with the elevators? Does it look like they were modernized?
rebuilt.
About
Yeah, they
10
are.
years?
They're going to be completely modernized. Yeah. New car refurbishment. I don't know if we're going to be addressing any of the brake systems and things like that, but I think they're putting about 450. I think the line item was $450,000. So because we've been modernizing it over time, but it just we needed a new computer upgrades and all that stuff. So this is the back maintenance area. Nothing's going to be going on here. This will be turned into the center of operations for the construction crew, first contracting. Where you see back over here, we're going to build a kind of a closet, if you will, that's going to access on the hallway. It's going to replace this closet where we keep like documents and things like that. So this will become a maintenance closet in the long term. We go out this back door. You can see, well, more of the construction. They're pouring their second floor. That transformer was upgraded last year, replaced completely. The other one was 45 years old and failing, and there were no spare parts. We did that. In the back here, see some of the emergency equipment. This is Mike in maintenance. Say hi, Mike.
Hi.
Doing a virtual tour. We're going to be doing some upgrade. This is the phone system. You can see that's kind of a mess in there.
A little antiquated.
Yeah, very much so. It's kind of been a big problem for us. Back here is the generator. I don't know what it's doing inside the building. I wouldn't have done this, but it was done like 2 years before I started, and I think it was one of the reasons that director is no longer here. That said, we've kept up with it. It's in great shape, and it's winterized so that it starts all the time. We don't have to really do any address any needs on this. More of part of the EPS system that's connected to the place I showed you out in the main lobby. Any questions back here?
Do you
Slop,
have
sink.
fire pumps or anything like that?
Do we have what?
Fire pumps,
Yeah, we're going down. That's downstairs.
there's okay. So, thank you.
And the fire pumps do have to be addressed. Hello. I can't think of anything else that needs to be discussed while we're waiting for the elevator. I'm going to actually go back in the office and get my master key so I can show you some empty units in case they're locked. Thank you so much. Oh, now one's down again. All right, first floor, 8 units, like I told you before, and there is a maintenance fitness room that we're not doing anything with during the rehab as well. I'll go to this maintenance area next to the elevators. It's gonna get a little loud in here probably. This is going to be one of these pump. We're running on one pump right now. Pump 2's been down. When we rebuilt the pumps themselves, or the motors themselves, it added too much pressure, so we shut it down. But we know we can turn it back on, and we'll be able to get through construction with just one pump going through. And then this is the rest of the maintenance area. This is the lower level grinder for sewage. There's a fire stand stuff.
So what work is going on down with all this equipment?
This is being upgraded, motors replaced. I don't think this is being addressed because I think it's in pretty good shape, but I'll have to check. We pulled our construction, we actually applied for a construction permit last July, so I've forgotten a lot of what we said we're going to be doing. We just pulled it again 2 weeks ago, so we're ready to go. There is a crawl space in here. I don't know if I can get. Dirt floor and just a number of pipes. We are putting in a vapor mitigation system that will run under that and under the first floor. Any other questions?
So on the sewer grinder, the sewage pump and the sump pump, is that
Yep.
being replaced or is that?
I don't believe it is, but I can look into that.
Yeah, what would the, if you could give us the age of that, if it's not being replaced, what the age?
So, we did do 2 capital needs assessments and went through all this stuff pretty thoroughly. I do believe that had life on it, that was gonna last for the 20 years.
It was
My
both,
main-
it says that both pumps were replaced in 2010 on the grinders.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And we don't have a lot of problems with that system. We've had some plugs and some drains, but we've corrected that. But that's about it.
And you're not having any issues with regard to, clogging of pipes with
Nope.
morning grease or anything like that, those kinds of issues?
No. I should point out in the parking lot, we are putting in a water retention system in there underneath that. So we'll get off the sewer, the city sewer and drain. So that'll disconnect from the building, which will be great going out.
So it has a
One to three.
combined sewer storm drain right now? Is that-
Yeah, and we flow right into the city because it's so old. I mean, they were very pleased that we're going to be doing this. All our parking lot drains went right into the same pipe that we drain out of. So if it could have been a bad storm, it could have ended up having a problem. This is our 3rd floor. There are 8 units on this floor as well. There is a exit here that goes down and exits near that mail room, that mail area on the lobby. How are you, sir? I'm giving a tour. This is a television room and library. This is being refurbished, obviously. Fritz here watches the construction next door. He keeps me informed of it. Yeah, it's a lot of cement for. This is the laundry room.
Is that the only laundry room?
Yes. We've got dryers on this side, washers on this side.
How many
So-
washers, how many dryers?
I got 6 washers and 8 dryers. Put in that stack. We just remodeled this about 3 years ago, I think. New flooring, painted, all new wash installed equipment. This is the community room, which has 2 bathrooms that are being redone. We have a custodian little closet right there. Kitchen, which is being rehabbed a little bit. Bathrooms, I think, are going to unisex, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't remember what we decided on that. All new furniture, new flooring, new ceiling. This is our capable resident leadership. They're closing their office for the day, but this is the main community room. And the parking lot again outside. They do have, I'll show you kind of inside their office a little bit. They have a little bit of space and a pantry, another closet on their side over there where they keep their food pantry. Any questions on this side?
So this whole area is being completely refurbished under the plan?
Yeah, yes. Including the tile, which is ancient.
Has asbestos.
Drop ceiling as well. And the hallways are putting in a drop ceiling. We're gonna ride up with the ladies upstairs. I'll show you one of the units. Our investor of tax credits.
Oh, I got in your phone.
Did you really? So you could do the tour next time.
No, I don't think I'm going to be around anymore, Tony.
Oh, yeah. This your last summer?
It's going to be my last month.
All right,
Well, now it says, all right. this is it.
we're gonna go up here.
She thinks she's leaving the company.
Let me go to 10, please. We're
She
not,
won't let me quit.
yeah, we're not gonna let you quit.
No way. We gotta find something else to do here.
You'll be all right.
Cancel. I can't go on the way it is.
All right. You'll figure something out. We gotta get a picnic plan for you guys probably this summer.
Catered. I'm not
Okay,
doing
that's where you
it.
got the money.
Yeah. I told her.
See ya.
See you later. Rest, have a good weekend.
We were able to negotiate next door with the construction nuisance, a $3,000 contribution to the resident council. So they do have some money to put on a picnic this summer. If they can survive all the noise.
Well, that should be quiet.
Sure.
All right, I forgot I'm going to 10 also.
Okay.
I forgot the plan with it. Gym floors.
Do you guys have any questions for me while we're driving in the car?
No, I think we're good.
All right. So all the floors from 4 to 10, and this is 10, have 8 on this side, elevator lobby, and then 4 units on this side.
Are you
between.
planning on sectioning off the entire hallway while you do the improvements?
No, we will, there will be not permanently during the workday, yes, but not in the evenings, because residents will be going back to their own units, so they won't do that. And they're planning on doing 4 units or 3 to 4 units at a time in different stages. So I was about to say that there's also a lobby unit on each of the floors from 4 to 10 as well. So you have 4 on this end, which is the east end, 8 on the west end, and then 1 in the middle. I'm going to show you 10, 11.
And that disruption you don't think is going to provide hardship?
No, our construction company has sworn they've done this multiple times. I think there'll be lots of issues, but it is what it is. So here's a little bit better view of the river and the parking turnaround and the apartments next door. But this is unit number 1011. This is a living area, a little dining area. It has a ceiling fan. Everything's going to be replaced. Flooring is being replaced. They have a pantry and then a little galley kitchen. New refrigerators, new stove, all new cabinetry as well. Go ahead.
That's what I was going to ask, was the cabinetry.
Yep, the kitchens are gutted. Bedrooms are only going to be getting new carpet and closet doors. These are metal. They're going to be turning them into something better because we do have a lot of headaches with them. Same with the linen closet at the end of each hallway, and then bathrooms.
So you have electric heat, is that right?
Electric heat, yep, and that was all replaced since I've been here. It was one of my first capital fund projects we did. That must have been 17.
Okay. And no air conditioning, just
No air conditioning, right? And we weren't required to put it in, believe it or not. I don't know if it's because we're so far north, or they don't know how they did that assessment, but we didn't end up having to install that.
And the windows are
All going to be new. All new windows are going to be ordered. Yes, they're. We're assuming we'll have some energy savings with 2022 windows versus these 1974 windows.
Okay. And they're going to be operable, so you have fresh air?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
They're going to be largely the same, but there may be some limitations on the opening of this one, but one of them will still open the complete way.
Can you open that panel for us?
Yeah, sure.
Looks like about a 60 amp panel, or is that 100 amp panel?
Boy, I thought it was a lot lower than that, but yeah, you're probably right. I don't think it's 100 amp. Obviously, we've got, this is the 10th floor, so there's some roof drain stuff here. We took out all the old hose and put fire extinguishers in there. And I'll show you, since this is open, we do have water turnoffs, and each unit are located in these kind of cubby hose. And they run all the way down to the ground floor.
Any lingering plumbing issues with the stacks that go?
No. Everything seems to be working fine.
Is it all
I
copper
can't-
plumbing, or is it?
I don't know that answer because I've not really crawled around in these things or anything. They're all kind of wrapped, but I don't remember. They used to have, there's some electrical wiring in those things that used to kind of use these to turn on when there was a pull string, but we got rid of those, but that physical thing is still here. And you'll see some wiring in that as well. We're going to be installing cameras in each hallway going both directions, and all that wiring is going to run down this chase that's in here, which saves us some construction costs putting in the conduit. I'm looking for my keys here. Well, I got light.
How many vacancies do you?
I think I have 12. I needed 10 at closing. Because we're gutting one stack, the O2 stack, to make it, those ADA units, more modern ones. So our roof?
All new roof, correct?
Nope. That's what's going on next door. This is our bay. You can see the tall ship Manitou over there. We are not replacing the roof because it's still under warranty for another 30 years. We're working to try to get that transferred to the new entity that's purchasing this building. I think we're upgrading the fans and the motors there in the intake air in units. I don't know if you can see, we're one of the tallest buildings in town, so we have a opportunity. We've put a lot of equipment on our roof. This building is a part of the AT&T system, and then some more of our rooftop components here. And then
Is there a lease agreement for the antennas?
no, we just let them do it for free. No, yeah, we have leases with 3 leases with T-Mobile. Well, they've been purchased a couple times. So AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon. Does that sound right? I can't remember now. Somebody just purchased somebody.
Beautiful day up there today.
I've been inside all day, so this is the first time I've been out. So let me see if I can get my elevator shaft here. Is this the
The brick looks nice.
yeah, it's in great shape, believe it or not. I really am surprised by that. I'm don't know if I'm going to be able to get into the roof. This is the elevator room. So R for roof didn't do it. So there's a roof access. Don't think this one is it at all. I don't know. Do you need to see inside the elevator room?
Well, you're doing a major replacement of all that controllers and everything on the.
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. Everything up there. But do you need, I can go down and get a key and come back up if you want.
Yeah, that's
It's because we've changed our key system because we were making too many.
As long as it's getting, if it's being replaced, I'm good with that. It's just things
Yep.
that are staying that we gotta really worry about.
So there's that, elevator room. It is a 2-story in there, but it's like a half story that is above the cable lines and things like that. So anything else you want to see up here?
I'm good.
We're good.
All right. So what's on your checklist? What else do you need to see? I'm gonna take a minute to get my eyes back. It's dark in here.
Per unit would be great.
What would be?
One more interior. On the interior units, it says that you're gonna put in LED lights.
Yes. We've been putting them in already, but we stopped that because all the ballasts were different so instead of having a bulb replacement, we couldn't really do that. So now we're gonna have the ability to do that.
The fixtures will fit in the same housing.
No, it's gonna be all new. Everything's gonna be new inside the units that way. Are you talking about in the hallways? Yeah, those will all be replaced in the units themselves.
The ceilings of inside the units. Or are they wall mounted?
I think they're all wall mounted. We'll look because it's a concrete, ceilings. So we don't. I think the only thing that's hanging on is the ceiling fan. Hold on a second. I'm doing it one-handed, guys. So I'm trying to hold the camera. So you can see there's nothing on the ceiling except that unit. There's a light there that'll be replaced. This is another unit. This is one of the, then in there they have like a side wall thing as well. This is a elevator lobby unit. It's the same square footage. It's a little bit different, except it doesn't have this one window here. So from the outside, you can see they're different, but everything else is the same.
All units are the same size, correct?
I believe that's exactly right. With the only difference is these are missing a window pane. Let me see if there's any more information in this. Well, I guess the kitchen light that is mounted on the ceiling, and that'll be replaced. We just did it.
I think I understand that there's asbestos on the ceiling.
Yes, there's asbestos in this system. What whatever they did to texture it and paint. That was all asbestos, which is weird. I just bought a hotel that was built the same way, except it wasn't built up. It was 67 units laying down the same year. And we tested that ceiling. It looked identical to the same planking concrete system and no asbestos. I couldn't believe it. So I don't know why they put it in here. I don't know what they were accomplishing. That's one of the 2 vents. Each unit has 2 of these air transfer systems. We just cleaned all the vents in the building in February. So it takes air out. Air comes in under the doors. So this one has a 1982. This was a test. So nobody's done anything with this. Very interesting. Let me turn everything off. Questions? Oh, I got one thing more to show you. Each floor above 4 has a refuse room. Automatic lights. Every other floor has a slop sink. Not every floor. And then there's the chute that goes down that. These are sprinkled.
So you've got sprinklers in the trash chute. You don't have sprinklers in the units or in the hallways, right?
But in common areas, we do.
In the common areas you do, okay.
Mhm.
We're not expanding the sprinkler system.
No, we weren't required to, believe it or not. This wasn't a big enough rehab. Hello. So all lobbies are going to be refurbished. Don't mind me, guys. I'm giving a virtual tour of the building.
Oh.
Excellent.
Walk down and show you out the other window over here. You guys go ahead and take this one. Oh, yeah, you do. He offered to show us his model apartment. It is pretty clean.
And what are you
But-
gonna be doing in the corridors, the hallways?
Floors and ceilings, we are encapsulating the asbestos ceilings. So on the back end of the property here, you can see there's, we do own up to 10 feet off of that building. They're building to Parker Lane. We own the fire lane, and it's going to be shared access. But this is the back end where Smoker's Hut is. But you can see the kind of the rest of the community going west.
Do people smoke in Michigan?
Do they what? Smoke?
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. It's brutal trying to fight that. I mean, we are smoke free, but
It's pretty cool.
winters and people don't like to go outside. All right, what else do we need to see and check off your boxes? I'm trying to think.
The only I'm saying, just the area that the back of the building there on the ground floor level.
Yeah, we can walk out there.
Okay, that'd be great.
I don't think there's anything else. I can't think of anything else I need to show you inside the building.
Besides the parking area, is there any other work being done on the exterior of the building?
None. So we are responsible to rebuild our own parking, but the property next door to the north is responsible for rebuilding the fire lane. And I'll show you that in a minute because they're trashing it. That was part of the agreement. The city kind of wanted us to eliminate access points on this road. They had too many, so by having a shared drive, it helped with some safety issues, but it also allowed them to be able to build on their property a second building because they couldn't get to it from the street after they sold off half of it. Oh, excuse me. We are installing on this door a second door interior, so there'll be another vestibule, just like on the first floor when we walked in.
Okay.
That's one of the goals. This is the stairway leading up.
Is there ADA access to that door?
Yeah, I can show you that. Excuse me. Right. It'll open automatically with a fob.
Okay.
So you don't need a push button. Everyone's got the fob. And if you have limited mobility with your hands, it's kind of on your chair.
And that the walkway goes all the way around the building?
No, it's going to stop back here, but I wanted to show you, this is a little bit of a pathway up. So you can take the stairs. There's a little walkway over there, but that we keep mowed, but it's pretty narrow. Then this is the river. I don't know if we can see any fish or not, but hey,
Yeah, it's a good place to drop a line, huh?
it is. We get a lot of people wanting to fish over here.
So you've got these picnic benches. Do you have an accessible picnic bench area?
No.
Is that something that's gonna be part of the scope?
It might be, it'll be right here because this is the pad that's gonna be re-poured and redone here. I think this is getting rebuilt, but I can't remember. We're doing something out here for that purposes, but yeah. This is an area for backup generator for some of the rooftop units. We took the stairs down and we'll probably leave them up.
That's not part of, that's a separate generator from, apart from
Yes,
the.
this is only for the emergency systems that are running on our roof. We took
Okay.
the stairs down because we couldn't get some equipment through. We're probably gonna leave them off permanently after we talk to them. There's the stairs there, but this is a little storage area we're probably gonna be getting rid of. We keep some extra refrigerators and extra parts in here as well.
Okay, so that generator is for the AT&T stuff, not for your building stuff.
That white, yeah, right over there, that's a separate generator for the roof only,
Okay.
all the equipment up there.
For the
Yep.
the mobile home stuff. Okay.
This is our property line. Goes to within 10 feet off of that corner building towards us.
Okay.
And then you can see the fire lane goes all the way to the road ends, basically over the road. There's some illegal tenants right there trying to, should I collect some rent? So we'll see. But this is the exterior of the building from this direction. They are gonna, obviously our neighbors, when they're done with construction, have to replace all their grass and what have you. This is not supposed to be open, but we had to open it recently for them. I wonder if this is stuck. This may not be a good thing here.
Yeah, this stuff is not supposed to be like that.
No, I didn't even know this happened. So, good. This is interesting. Yeah, he slid right off. You can see underneath there. They didn't know how to get it off, so they got to figure out something else. This is the drive that's going to get a new grade. So you can see under here that they're going to be parking all their cars underneath and the 4 floors of apartments on this side. So. I can't get to it, but there is a door. You remember the room where our grinder was, our pumps and all that? That's the external access door there.
Okay.
This stairwell is being replaced to get down there.
Okay.
This is the back of the elevator room, the trash room. All these doors, this door is getting, I think, replaced. And I think that's about it.
Is there any
So-
projects? Is there any project signage going on or anything like that?
Any what?
Project signage or anything? Any new?
For us?
Yeah.
No. We are just kind of dealing with all this next door. We're not starting until July.
Mm-hmm.
We'll
No, I'm
see.
just saying, do you have a monument sign or or exterior signage on the building that's going to get, is that all okay? Is that going to remain as is?
There's our address that nobody ever can see. They give us crap all the time when they say, you don't have an address on your building. I go, no, it's there. This is all new from when they installed this building. This was some of the load goes to us. They buried the utilities on the ground level, street level, I should say. This is the new kind of mountable curb apron that was already poured, but it's going to have to get to the 26-foot required. That's why we got to rebuild our parking lot, and we're actually turning our parking lot 90 degrees, or yeah, 90 degrees. Riverview Terrace. Now, the weird thing is I have to keep this sign, but I'll figure out something to do with that. Because I'm not allowed to have a sign like this if I build new, but since it's a rehab, if I keep it, I can have this sign, so let's figure something out.
Okay.
I don't like planners. The city planner is like making this his dream parking lot. We're gonna have a mountable curb. This is actually closing off. And we're gonna, like I said, share that drive over there. But this will be fire trucks can come over whatever we're installing here, but it won't be accessible to anybody in the building. And we're gonna have no more berm, and we're gonna have permeable, you know, asphalt here, but some sort of permeable system here for some reason. We're going to hide that as well with some landscaping, but this is our sidewalk. And then we come back over. We're going to move our handicap units, handicap parking spots to in front of the building and have them over there.
How, space wise, are you, is the space, number of spaces you have adequate, or is it?
Oh shit, no. We're gonna have like 47. We have 42 now, we're gonna end up with 47. And generally, we usually have about 45 people with vehicles. This, where those two buildings are over there, that used to be a parking lot, which we would buy 10 parking spots every year. So we lost that ability. And the city lot across the street and any other city lots don't allow overnight parking. So we couldn't use them for residents anyway over there. So we lost our overnight parking. That was really great over there. So this is the most we can put in without building a deck. But generally speaking, we have about 45, 46 people with a car at any given time. So we'll be fine, I think, with the new system.
So do you have parking permits, or is it just first come, first serve?
No. It's first come, first serve, but you have to have a parking pass to park here. So,
Okay.
And we do give them out for longtime caregivers and things like that. So,
Are you replacing the awning in front?
no, but we're replacing all the concrete around it, the benches and things. So this was done, I don't know when, but it was a big deal, I guess. And it's not that bad a shape, but certainly kind of weird looking. What are you going to do, right?
Very artistic.
So are those, the steps are the only way to get down to
Yes.
the gazebo?
Yes. That was intentional. The residents voted on that because we had negotiated with the guys next door that they were going to put an ADA ramp down along with the sidewalks they got to install with the new fire lane access. They voted that down, and knowing full well that the only way people can get down in a wheelchair are to be residents. So it was a big privacy issue for them. There's a lot of pressure on us to give up our waterfront to put in a boardwalk, and they're worried about that. The boardwalk kind of stops right over there, and they made the state made the guys building an apartment building allow them to do a boardwalk. What we want instead is a bridge. We're willing to give up some land to get a bridge to the park across the street over the river. And there's been some conversations about that being a more real project than not. You can see a little bit over here. This is a little sculpture we did a couple of years ago when we had to take down a tree for the construction of the units next door, but that's a park over there. And there could be a pedestrian bridge over here going that which would give us access to the green space we lost that was next to the parking lot next door. So they would like, now you can't really see it, but there's on the other side of this tree is the end of the boardwalk. And when they put the boardwalk on, it's in the river and you just lose views of your water, and you can't really get on it anywhere. You have to kind of go to access points.
Is there, is it possible that somebody may require us to put in a
No.
ramp at some point?
Because you have access to the lower level in the building. So no, we checked that out and it's not required. I think I'm unlocked here. This is the office again. It's a little quieter. Any questions?
I think I'm good.
I'm good too. Thanks for doing much of the tour.
So yeah, the land use issues here I think are minimal. They can't make us put in the boardwalk. They can't require us to put in an accessible ramp. If the city came in and put in let's just say we did decide to put in the boardwalk in the water or the bridge to the park, the city would then pay for access points to that from the street level, from the street itself. So.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm good. I'm going to stop the recording. Tony, I really appreciate your time.
Yep, no problem. Sorry about the technology. I was trying to download Zoom on this phone and I was distracted with a lot of things so it was just not working very well, but I appreciate your patience. But I would have to say, Northern Michigan is beautiful this time of year. I'm surprised. I can understand a virtual tour in February. You don't want to be here. You guys
All
are,
right. Well,
what part of the country are you in right now?
we're in Los Angeles.
Yeah, so aren't you getting like some heat?
Yeah, just starting the heat to start today, really. Today's our
There
heat.
you go. You could have been down here. It's nice, balmy 77 degrees.
It looked beautiful. I mean, I'm sure we'll get up there. We wanted to get up there. Just think that just for timing with getting you closed
Sure.
quickly.
No, I understand.
It's hard.
But don't fall for any winter meetings. Just remember that.
That will not happen.
Yeah, I'm glad. I fell for that when I moved to Michigan in 2000. I got called to a meeting in Marquette, Michigan in the UP in February. And I drove up there. I barely made it alive. And I found out the storm I drove through set a record for 1 day snowfall in the UP.
Oh, dear. Oh, gosh.
So I was like, I don't want to ever do that again. But anyway, you guys be good.
All right. You too. Take care.